Curtains are striped with the morning light, cutting the room into black and white. You're sitting right there in the velvet chair, but I'm reaching for someone who isn't there. Your words are like patterns that I can't read, making me wonder and making me bleed. Is it a trick? Is it a game? Why does it hurt just to whisper your name? Oh, zebra, we're shifting your skin. I don't even know where to begin. You're the shadow and you're the glow, the only person I'll never quite know. It's a heavy jagged striped up soul, losing my grip and losing control. You're black and you're white, but the gray's too deep. These are the promises that I can't keep. I'm tracing the lines on the back of your hand, trying to find a way to understand. We were a rainbow, we were a fire. Now we're just smoke on a telephone wire. The silence is loud and the rhythm is wrong. I'm singing the words to a broken down song. Are you the predator? Am I the prey? Or are we just ghosts at the end of the day? Paint me a color, give me a sign. Cross over the border and step over the line. But you're just a blur in a monochrome name, ripping the heart out of every seam. Oh, zebra, you're shifting your skin. I don't even know where to begin. You're the shadow and you're the glow, the only person I'll never quite know. It's a heavy jagged striped up soul, losing my grip and losing control. You're black and you're white, but the gray's too deep. These are the promises that I can't keep. I'm standing on the corner where the neon starts to bleed. Tracing out the outlines of a ghost I didn't need. The city is a static hum, a low and lonely vibration. And I'm just a body at a hollowed out station. You were the spark that kept the darkness at bay. Now you're just a frequency that's fading away. Streetlights are humming like a secret I can't tell. I'm trapped in the rhythm of this neon-colored hell. Every car that passes has a glow that looks like you, but it's just a trick of light in a shade of bruised up blue. I'm reaching for the switch, but the wires are all frayed. Watching how the colors of our forever start to fade. It's too bright to be sleeping. It's too dark to see the road. I'm carrying a voltage that's about to explode. One more minute in this humming hollow glow, and I'll have to let the last of your energy go. In the electric indigo, the middle of the night, I'm searching for the shadow of a flickering light. It's a blue kind of lonely, it's a deep kind of stain. To realize that us doesn't mean a single thing. I'm wired to the memory, I'm plugged into the pain, drowning in the indigo and the freezing city rain. I'm tracing the map of the cracks in the wall, counting the ways that we learned how to fall. We built up a kingdom on shifting of sand, holding the world in the palms of our hands. But the wind started blowing a different way, and we ran out of reasons and things we could say. Was this all we ever knew? Just a circle of gray and a faded out blue. We were running in place while the years hurried by, with a hollow hello and a heavy goodbye. I'm looking for us in the things that we grew, but maybe this heartbreak was all we ever knew. You're packing the boxes and taping the seams, shutting the door on the ghost of our dreams. We're experts at hiding the holes in the floor, walking on eggshells and closing the door. It's funny how forever can turn into then, and we're back at the station as strangers again. We follow the script I'm hugging the edge like the floor is a cliff. My spine is a statue, frozen and stiff. There's a continent of cotton, a canyon of sheet between where my heart and your shoulder should meet. I can hear how you breathe, steady and slow, while I'm counting the reasons I ought to just go. But I'm stuck in the middle of the bed again, in the no man's land where the ice used to begin. It's too cold on my side and too quiet on yours. I'm trapped in the center of our silent wars. I'm reaching out my hand through the dark and the dread, but there's nothing but space in the middle of the bed. We used to be tangled, a knot in the night. Now we're two separate shadows, avoiding the light. The pillows are boulders, the blankets are lead. I'm rehearsing the words that'll never be said. If I move to the left, I'll feel where you're gone. If I move to the right, I'm just waiting for dawn. It's the heaviest place in this whole hollow house, where the loudest of screams is as quiet as a mouse. I'm paralyzed here in the almost and was losing my mind. Just because, just because I'm stuck in the middle of the bed again, in the no man's land where the ice used to begin. It's too cold on my side and too quiet on yours. I'm trapped in the center of our silent wars. I'm reaching out my hand through the dark and the dread, but there's nothing but space in the middle of the The wind has settled in the corner of the room, And I'm watching the flowers forget how to bloom. We're sitting at the table with a canyon in between, thinking about the people that we used to have been. The tea is getting cold and the windows are wide, and I'm losing the battle with the coming of the night. You're staring at the garden like it's a field of war, while I'm looking for the us that isn't there anymore. There's a hum in the silence, a static in the air, a heavy kind of haunting that's everywhere. I'm reaching for your shadow, I'm reaching for a sign, but you're already miles past that invisible line. And the black flies are circling the ghost of our love in the sky that's forgotten the light from above. It's a slow motion ride, a quiet kind of sting, losing the summer in every little thing. And you turn into stone and I'm turning to ash, watching all forever just flicker out and crash. Oh, black flies, they're the only ones left to stay, while I'm watching you simply just wither away. You've got a suitcase waiting by the hallway light, like you're ready to vanish in the middle of the night. I remember the days when your laughter was gold, before the secrets grew heavy and the kisses grew cold. Now I'm a skeleton tree in a forest of gray, counting the minutes until you walk away. The birds have all left and the river is still, and I'm the only one left on this hollowed out hill. Is it a mercy? Is it a crime to be the only one left at the end of our time? I'm screaming in the quiet, I'm dying in the dark, waiting for a flame from a dead hollow spark. And the black flies are circling the ghost of our love in the sky that's forgotten the light from above. It's a slow motion ride, a quiet kind of sting, losing the summer in every little thing. Yeah, you turn into stone and I'm turning to ash, watching all forever just flicker out and crash. Oh, black flies, the only ones left to stay, while I'm watching you simply just wither away. I sold my shoes and I sold my bed to drown out the heavy things that you said. I took the van and I headed for the lake, with every little piece that I didn't want to break. The sky is a bruise, a deep shade of blue, and I'm driving away from the shadow of you. I'm a small town kid with the big city ache, counting the miles and the choices I make. The wind is a ghost, it's pulling me into a place where the concrete is starting to thin. I'm looking for grace in a highway sign, trying to fix this broken heart of mine. All things grow, all things grow into a rhythm that I don't quite know. I'm headed for Chicago to lose my name. the corner of state, looking for love in a world full of hate. I thought of your face and I thought of the night we threw it all away in the pale morning light. I'm a ghost in the loop, I'm a bird in the park, searching for a match in a very large dark. You were the anchor, but I was the sea, and you couldn't handle the version of me. So I'll bury the secrets, I'll bury the blame in a city that doesn't even know your name. All things go, all things grow into a rhythm that I don't quite know. I'm headed for Chicago to lose my name in the middle of the wind and the middle of the flame. It's a heavy kind of freedom, a slow kind of sting, losing my home and my everything. Yeah, I made a mistake and I made it for you, but Chicago is waiting to see me through. See me through. I'm standing in the doorway of the house where I was born, but the wallpaper is peeling and the curtains are all torn. I remember how the light used to dance across the hall before the heavy shadows started climbing up the wall. You were the first breath, the very start of me. Now you're just a ghost in a house I have to flee. Back to the birthplace, back to the start, trying to find the pieces of a wide open heart. But the garden is frozen and the well has gone dry, and I'm standing in the place where we set our first high. It's a hollow kind of homecoming, a weary kind of grace, looking for a love that I can no longer trace. The marks on the door frame where I used to measure tall are just jagged little reminders of how far I had to fall. I can hear your voice in the creaking of the floor, but I don't know who I'm looking for anymore. We were built on this foundation, we were rooted in this clay, but the earth started moving and you drifted away. They say you can't go home again, and maybe they were right. The windows are all broken, they're letting in the night. I'm a stranger in the kitchen, I'm a ghost in my own bed, with a suitcase full of maybe and a heart made of lead. Back to the birthplace, back to the start, trying to find the pieces of a wide open heart. But the garden is frozen and the well has It's a hollow kind of homecoming, a weary kind of grace, looking for a love that I can no longer trace. I'm pulling the rope, but the end is frayed, and I'm terrified of the debt that hasn't been paid. The boat is a shell in a wide open grave, and I'm watching the shore simply drift away. You were the way that kept me in place. Now I'm just staring at a hollowed out space. The water is rising, the wood is so thin, and I don't know how to let the ocean win. I'm reaching for something to steady the soul, but I'm just a part that forgot how to be whole. The wind is a whistle, it's calling your name, and I'm the only one left to carry the blame. You didn't want to take. Yeah, the current is strong and my spirit is weak, searching for the comfort that I'm not allowed to seek. Anchorless, and I'm drifting alone in a world that's made of water and stone. The compass is spinning, it's lost its way, just like the us that we bury today. You've got a new harbor, you've got a new light, while I'm navigating through a never-ending night. I thought we were solid, I thought we were deep, but I'm just a promise that you couldn't keep. I'm a bird on a mast with nowhere to land, watching my life slip through your hand. Cut the line, let me go, let me drown. I'm the only ghost in this underwater town. Is there peace at the bottom? Is there rest in the blue? I'm picking up the pieces that we scattered on the floor. Iridescent fragments of the life we had before. You were the shimmer, the flicker in the gray. Now you're just a spectrum that's starting to decay. I hold it to the window, I hold it to the light, but everything is fading into static and white. You're an opal in my hand, turning cold and thin. I can find the fire that we used to live within. Milky white and clouded, like a dream that's gone to sleep. A promise made of water that was never ours to keep. I'm watching all the colors bleed right out of the stone, and realizing precious means I'm standing here alone. The surface is all jagged where the pressure made it crack. There isn't any magic that can bring the luster back. We were forged in secret, we were hardened in the dark, but we couldn't keep the glow, we couldn't keep the spark. Now you're just a pebble, just a weight inside my palm. The storm has passed us over, leaving only heavy calm. It's a beautiful disaster, it's a pale and lonely thing to wear a memory of you like a hollow heavy ring. I try to rub the surface, I try to make it shine, but you're a different stone now, and you aren't even mine. You're an opal in my hand, turning cold and thin. I can't find the fire that we used to live within. Milky white and clouded, like a dream that's gone to sleep. A promise made of water that was never ours to keep. I'm watching all the colors bleed right out of the stone, and realizing precious means I'm standing here alone. The architecture's whitewashed, but the shadows here are deep. I'm walking through a memory that I wasn't meant to keep. The harbor's full of sailboats, all tied up in a row, but they don't have a compass for the places we should go. I see you on the terrace with the sun behind your head, but the warmth is just You built yourself a castle out of pride and heavy stone, and you're sitting on the balcony, remarkably alone. The wind is like a whisper that I can't quite understand, like a story written poorly in the shifting